Okay, folks. Um, I got something to say about this. It's the links will be down below. It's called Los Henrys. It's a YouTube channel show. I have no clue what the fuck this is. Talking about the typical Mexican American family, typical Mexican family. And we got here this guy here, this white guy, white American male marrying a Mexican American, producing offsprings that led to this, and therefore, um, there's a typical Mexican family that some odd reason this male here, since he put his penis into that woman's vagina, he all of a sudden now is embodiment of Mexican people and Mexican culture and understand the Mexican way. This is a typical Mexican family. This is what they're promoting. She has her. He has. She has. Or she. She's going to have her quinceañera. It's. We need to cook with abuelita. And, this is really, really why I'm very, very scared. This is an American Latino. This is very, very American Latino guys. Mexican, a blended Mexican American family from Texas. They're at the center of the hit YouTube reality show, Hanging with the Los Henrys. Follows a millionaire couple from Tom and Azteca Henry. And let me explain something to people. Mexican millionaires, American Latino. Let me explain to you what's going on here. This is a prime example of what I'm talking about propaganda, but the reshaping that what is Latino, what is Hispanic, what is Mexican. And it's very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. And I'm going to explain to you why. Okay? Not all of them, but a large chunk of Americans are very dumbed down when it comes to Latin American, and this is why I notice about American males the most. Haven't you noticed something about these guys, American men especially, is that whenever it comes to any argument about intercultural, interracial issues, they'll be like, "Well, my wife is Mexican, my wife is Dominican, my wife is Cuban, my wife is Colombian, my wife's from Argentina, my wife is from Chile, my wife's from El Salvador." So I know. You see, this is how stupid these guys are. Let me tell you something right now. Look, I dated a Colombian girl, so therefore I should know a lot of things about Colombia then, right? So stupid these guys are. So you got this white American male, and by the way, there's nothing. People say, "Well, oh, she's a bedwitch." No, she's not a bedwitch. She's an idiot, but she's not a bedwitch. And there's nothing wrong. She's married to a white American guy. I have no problem with that. I have no problem if he was Afro American guy. I don't even care. The problem is that this is not a Mexican family. It's not even a typical Mexican millionaire family. I'll guarantee you the millionaire is probably the dad, not the mom. That's just the truth about it. I want to say something to Azteca. I have no idea who named you that way. Azteca, are you seriously? Who names their kid that? And then you're married to a wealthy millionaire family, which, hey, look, if you're married to a millionaire, go right ahead. I personally don't care. But then this guy's going to talk about Latino identity and understanding the culture and trying to embrace the culture. And I'm looking at him. I'm looking at his wife. I said, "Bro, your wife is just as American as you. I know that's tough for you to say, but your wife is American. You're American. This is actually an American family. This is not a Mexican American family. It's not even a Mexican family. It's not a typical Mexican millionaire family. There are typical Mexican millionaire families from Mexico, and they don't even act like this. Not to mention that these kids can't even speak a lick of Spanish. Yet they're being called Mexicans. He needs to get some inspiration when he goes to Mexico and all that stuff. What museums? What places? I don't know. Listen, folks. This is going to be a big, big problem in the near future. I'm not talking about interracial dating. I don't care about that crap. I'm talking about this. This whole reshaping of what is Mexican, what is Latino, what's Hispanic, what's a Puerto Rican, what's a Cuban. This is gonna be a major, major confusion to a lot of these people. Because you're gonna see this girl growing up saying that she's Mexican or Mexican American, but until she actually really goes to Mexico, they're not gonna see her as Mexican. Same thing with this lady here. I mean, the only one that's probably Mexican here is probably the abuela or the grandma. And as far as this guy's concerned, listen, bro, you really need to shut the fuck up. This is I watched a couple of their series. It's so annoying, man. It's annoying, and there's nothing Mexican about this family. I'm sorry, it's like a step. I mean, they're trying hard to understand the culture, understand the rhythm of the music, understand. Listen, if you don't listen, the culture's there. You don't understand it, you just don't understand it. Stop trying to understand it. If you need to understand at this point of your life, then you never had it to begin with. You know, this is pathetic. And some Americans are literally going to believe that this is actually real. There are going to be some Latino Americans who are completely brainwashed by U.S. ideology and think this is actually real. It's not real. I don't know why this white guy talking about Latino identity. Unless he's a white guy from our countries, that's understandable. Unless he's a black guy from our country, that's understandable. But if it's an American, I don't want to hear you talk. It's okay. You look, lady. You married to a rich guy. Whatever. I don't care. But you gotta stop pretending that telling your kids they're Mexican when they're really not. I mean, that's the truth. Unless they were born and raised in Mexico, and this couple was raised in Mexico, that's totally different. But these kids are American. The father's American. The wife is definitely American. The kids are American. This is an American family. Get over it, folks. Stop trying to say we're a typical Mexican family. We're typical Mexicans. We're typical. No, you're not. You're not. And this is an insult to someone who actually is Mexican. And you're not insulting. You're insulting Mexican millionaire family members too, because they don't act like this either. And you're going to see a lot of this type of people. Oh, I'm half Mexican, or I'm half this and half that. I'm embracing my culture when they're really not. And they have no clue about the culture. I mean, bro, this is good. You know, I feel bad for some of these kids, man, because they're going to be waking up one day when they go to these countries, and they're going to get a little wake-up call saying that, yeah, you're not part of us because you're not born and raised here, so please. This is unbelievable, man. And by the way, some of these people speaking Spanish, man, that is some horrible Spanish. I'm sorry, man. You need to go back to school or something, because like some of you guys speak some horrible Spanish.